Toria. Welcome back to my channel where we discuss all things logistics. Today's video is going to cover the 4 strategies that you can use when finding your niche within this industry. Now, it's very critical that you find a niche within this industry because it is huge, and you'll get overwhelmed if you come in as a dispatching generalist. You're going to want to develop a strategy. You're not going to dive in head first. This is chess, not checkers. And I'm going to say it again. This is chess, not checkers. So it's very important to develop a strategy. You cannot be everything to everyone, and it's difficult to master multiple niches at once. So it's okay to be a jack of all trades, but it's not okay to be a master of none. So that is why today we're going to go over strategies that you can use when developing and deciding on what niche you want to focus on so that you can be successful in this industry. So the first strategy that you can use can be by product. So it can be a product-driven niche. Now, some products can include like produce, or it can be materials like steel or wood, or it can be heavy equipment or high value equipment like electronics and computers. And if you focus on this strategy, then you would have what is called a product driven niche. The second strategy that you can focus on can be by equipment type. Now, there are dry vans, reefers, box trucks, flatbeds, and you may see some people with flyers that'll say specializing in dry vans or specializing in box trucks, or you can do that. Like, I've done that. That's a little marketing tip for you. You can sit there and say what you specialize in, which is way better than being general because it shows that you're focus driven. Now, the third strategy that you can use will be by geography or lane. So let's say that you have an operator who is based out of Chicago. You can focus on Chicago outbound freight, or there's situations where people have built networks and they have rapport with certain brokers, so now they get dedicated lanes. Now, if you have a dedicated lane that works and you're running from Illinois to Iowa every single day, and that's just what works for you, I wouldn't suggest that you limit yourself. It's all about taking that time to master it and then moving on to the next so that you can have an umbrella of things that you've mastered. However, there's people that I've seen for years. It's not broke, so they didn't fix it. For years, they've run the exact same lane because it was comfortable for them and it was what worked for them. And like I said, I'm all for not limiting myself, so you don't have to stop there. But that is a strategy that you can use to run a successful business in this industry. Now, the fourth strategy is going to be a mixture. There could be a blend of 1 or 2 of them. Let's say you're that person that likes to dispatch for flatbeds, and you know one of the main things that's transported on flatbeds can be certain materials like steel. So that would be a blend of the 2 niches. However, there's a method to your madness, and you always want to have a method to your madness. So with all of that being said, I need you all to understand that it is very critical and very important to develop a niche within this industry. And as you develop the niche, make sure you study it, master it before you decide to move on. This is going to help you not only network, but build rapport and build your brand and get to know people within the industry. Build a name for yourself so that when people see your company or see your name, they know that you mean business. And it'll take you so much further as opposed to just being general, because it's hard for you to master things that way. And you will also get overwhelmed and burned out, and that's not what we want. And I see it from a lot of people. So if you're burned out, it's probably because you're being general instead of narrowing it down for yourself. Don't think that by doing this, you're limiting yourself in any way, because you're not. You're showing people that you've taken the time to master something, and you'll be way more successful in the long run. I can guarantee you that. So if you've enjoyed this video and you want to continue to educate yourself on all things logistics, please like, share, and subscribe. And also remember, with all things logistics, you are in business for yourself, but never by yourself.